Thank you for joining us on this week's Suncoast FYI. I'm your host, Nancy O'Neill. On today's program, we welcome back Lucy Nicandri, Executive Director for Suncoast Charities for Children, here to talk about all things Summerfest. Nick Perdue, Beverage and Entertainment Director at the Art Ovation Hotel, shares details about their special 4th of July sparkling event, and Jordan Onquist with the Florida Studio Theater to talk about their current play, Sheer Madness. Playing Tony Whitcomb in the longest-running play in American history, Sheer Madness is no easy task, but Jordan Onquist makes this murder mystery seem easy. Is that because you are just so good at killing people?
Yeah, I have a lot of experience. No.
Why do you think it's the longest-running play in history?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think what is so special about Sheer Madness is that it takes what's best about live performance and it really exploits it to the fullest. People often talk about how when you're in a theater or a live event, like the heartbeats beat as one and people start, there's that community element that we so need now. And Sheer Madness really explodes that in that the audience gets to participate and really become the final character in our story, and they really get to interact with us.
Okay, so when you say that, now we talked a little bit before that, some people get intimidated when you say, interact with the actors. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. I just want to sit back and enjoy. They have the opportunity, or
not, or they can just enjoy, they can sit back and take it in, and that's what's so great about it, because I am definitely one of those people that if I went to theater and they were like, oh, we're gonna bring you up on stage, I would say, keep me away. But this, if you want to get involved, you can. If you want to sit back and enjoy, you can do that too. We don't put anyone on the spot or anything like that, but the more you give, the more you get.
Okay. Now, the show's been extended because it was only going to be here for a few weeks, and now it's been extended through
July 9th right now, which I think puts us at about 5 weeks so far, but that's nothing. I mean, in Boston, it ran for 40 years, and it took the COVID pandemic to shut that down. So we're just starting an extension here. We'll see where it goes.
Okay, well, there you go. But you never know, so you should go and see it now while you can.
Absolutely.
So we'll give our viewers the information before we stop. But so because of the interaction with the audience, it changes every night. I mean, every time that you do it, it's never quite the same, right? So you can see it 2 or 3 times, and it's not going to be the same. Tell us about how you improvise like that.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like with any show, there's an element that the audience changes the experience, but with this one, they really get to ask questions. They get to decide which way the story goes. It's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure book in that way.
Okay. So obviously, is that one of the reasons that you enjoy doing that so much? Because you really do. I mean, you get to create in the moment.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why we do, as actors, that's why we do it. We like to be, it's about presence, right? It's about presence with people and creating. And we get to do that every night. And I honestly don't know another show that I could do as long as I've done this one and still feel that spark of that first-time energy and that excitement of the present moment.
Now, how many other actors are with you on
so the play has 6 characters, and then there's the audience is the 7th, and we can't do it without them. So, I hope everybody comes to check us out.
Okay. Now, you've been acting how long?
Oh, well, I started when I was in, 5th grade. I was playing a penguin in the Bremerton Musicians with a big pillow around myself, but so it's been a while.
And you loved it ever since, right?
Yeah, I've had a lot of good fortune.
So you like penguins, they're inspiring. Right?
Exactly.
So this isn't your first time, though, back to the show, this isn't your first time playing in Sheer Madness. Where have you been before with that?
Correct, yeah, no, I came into the show back in Boston in the original
40 years ago?
production.
No,
yeah, 40 years ago. And then they asked me to come open the show in New York, the off-Broadway production, in 2015, 16, I think, is when we were there. And I was just at the Kennedy Center doing it for a little bit, and now I'm here.
Wow. And what do you think about Sarasota since you've been here? I mean, you live in New York. You were saying you live in New York.
I love it. I mean, this is my third time down here with Florida Studio Theater. I did a play called Bert and Me. I did The Play That Goes Wrong last year, and this is my third time down here. And I keep coming just because it's such a wonderful community and a supportive arts community that I have to say I didn't expect to find on my first trip. And it's just such a welcoming community, and the audiences are just the best. They love it. They're so grateful, and they're so enthusiastic, and I can't thank them enough.
All right, not to put you on the spot, but if you had sing us a song, a moment that stands out in your mind about the audience interaction. What's funny to you?
Oh my gosh! I mean, well, they come up with the most crazy things. I mean, the show originally started years ago as an exploration of witness recall.
Yep.
And and it was a serious play.
Yep.
It was about like, what do they really remember? And the reason that the creator Bruce Jordan turned it into this comedy is because when he saw it, the best thing about it was the audience was saying these things that did not happen. Like the briefcase was a different color. He was wearing a different suit. Like anything.
Right.
So really, anything the audience brings us is wonderful.
Funny. Okay. Well, great. Well, I look forward to seeing it. Tell our viewers again that it runs every day.
Yeah, we are running. It's usually Tuesday through Sunday. Check the schedule online.
Okay, we can do that.
To narrow it down. But yeah, it's Tuesday through Sunday, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, sometimes 2 Wednesday. It varies, so check out the schedule.
All right, we'll put that on the screen for our viewers.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, my pleasure.
And I look forward to seeing the show again.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Up next, Lucy Nicandri shares what you can look forward to at this year's Summerfest. Suncoast Charities for Children is where fun meets philanthropy here on Florida's Gulf Coast. Their team brings together people to share stories and raise awareness through celebration while making a real impact for those in our community who need it the most. Lucy Nicandri, Executive Director for Suncoast Charities for Children, has the talent and skills for bringing this amazing event to life every year, and this year is no exception. It's going to be incredible. It always is because of you and your team. So,
oh, Nancy, thank you. Thank you.
We know it started already. You had a fantastic golf tournament.
Yes, we were sold out at the Meadows. That was our first event, the 7th annual Bob Rizzi Memorial Golf Classic. So
wonderful.
We're off to a great start.
But you have several more weekends coming up, and that's why it's called the Summerfest. So what can our guests, viewers expect now?
Absolutely. So Nancy, the whole Summerfest concept is so that we can add events through the entire summer. Not just a weekend. So coming up in the coming week, we have what we call the Friendliest Catch. It's a day of fishing out on Sarasota Bay where we have over 50 volunteer boat captains that take clients with special needs out on the water for the day. And everybody's a winner. They all get an award. They get a lunch. A lot of our governmental agencies are involved. Sarasota County Fire Department, the police department here in the city of Sarasota. So they come out. They make it a very special day for the kids. So that is an invitation-only event.
Okay.
But then the 4th of July weekend kicks off with our Waves and Wheels kickoff party.
That sounds like fun. I was looking at
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be at Joyland. Friday night, that's June 30th from 5 to 9. You do need tickets in advance. It's $125 if you'd like to do the kickoff party, and then there's a fun run the next day, which I'll get to in a minute.
Okay.
Or if you just want to go to the event itself on Friday night, it's $100, and it's open bar, food. We're going to bring in casino-style gaming tables. We'll have great raffles, and again, all proceeds will benefit Suncoast Charities.
Did you mention music?
Music, yes.
Okay.
We have Maverick from CTQ. He will be there cranking some tunes. And it's just going to be a fun night to kick off the holiday weekend.
Okay.
The following day is a fun run.
Oh, gosh.
And a lot of people sometimes think, well, are we actually running? No, we're not. It's not a marathon of any kind.
All right.
But we did change it up this year. If you have a boat, a car, a motorcycle, personal watercraft, there are various stops throughout the area. Some you get to by water, some you get to by land. It starts at Marina Jack on Saturday morning. You can register between 10 and 11 a.m. It's $25 a person. That money goes to the charity. And at 3 p.m., everyone will end up at Evie's at the Point.
Okay.
That'll be the end spot.
Okay.
Again, where we'll have some music. We're going to be drawing for some great prizes. And as you go to each stop, you earn points, so you can roll the dice at the end. And the person with the most points, that's how we figure who the top 5 winners will be.
Okay, so when you say you all start off at Marina Jack, so if you're in a watercraft or whatever, you start from there, somebody's running or they have a motorcycle, they start from there, and they all meet back at
the point. And we give them a list of official stops, so you don't have to stop at all the stops. You can pick 2 stops, 1 stop, doesn't matter, but the more stops that you go to, the more roll of the dice you'll have. So we tried to make it a family fun event. You don't have to have a boat to participate.
Right.
You can be in your car, any
Bicycle,
mode of transportation.
any mode.
Yes,
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's going to happen Saturday. And then, of course, the July 4th Bayfront Fireworks Spectacular.
Yes.
And a lot of people aren't aware, Suncoast Charities for Children organizes that event with Marina Jack. And that's going to be a fabulous evening. We have a great display by Pyrotechnico that's going to be going off over Sarasota Bay, 9 p.m. So that kind of rounds out the holiday weekend.
Okay, now why are these fundraisers so important for the charities, Lucy?
Well, it's so important for us because a lot of people are aware of our biggest event, which is Thunder by the Bay, Music and Motorcycle Festival. And in the summertime, the needs continue. They don't stop. And we are funding 7 local nonprofits serving over 8,000 children, teens, and adults with special needs. So Summerfest is really going to help keep that funding going throughout the summer as well. One thing that we are focusing on, we have another Summerfest event, but it's not until August.
Okay.
It's August 26th. It's going to be a casino night at the Sarasota Event Center, which is the Sahib Shrine Temple here in Sarasota. And that's going to benefit children's scholarships, therapy scholarships. We're focusing on that right now because of the wait list. 2 of our agencies that offer speech, physical, occupational therapies, aquatic therapies, there is such a wait list. And the reason for the wait list is a lot of parents, their insurance will cover part of the therapies, but not all. And when there's a lapse, their children don't get the therapy. And so it's really for uninsured and underinsured families, working families that are trying to get therapy services for their children. We established a fund in memory of Ron Foxworthy. Ron was a longtime board member of Suncoast Charities for Children who passed away. So it is the Ron Foxworthy Memorial Children's Therapy Scholarship Fund, and that is what the August event will benefit.
Okay. Now, all of this is on your the website, the Summerfest. But if somebody wants to find out more about the scholarships, is there a link also on your website to talk about how they can apply?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
SuncoastCharitiesForChildren.org. If you go to our website, you'll see information about our scholarship fund. You can make donations. The funding actually will go out to the agencies based on a needs assessment. So I would encourage anyone that's watching, if they have a child or they're facing some challenges of getting therapy services, all the agencies we support are listed. So agencies such as the Florida Center for Early Childhood, Children First, the Haven, a Loveland Center, they all have therapy programs.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Lucy, thank you, and we're looking forward to another spectacular 4th of July weekend.
We are too, Nancy. I had to wear my Summerfest outfit.
You look great.
Because it's summer,
There you
and
go.
we appreciate all you do to help us get the word out.
Our pleasure. Thank you. Our final guest today is Nick Perdue, beverage director from the Artovation Hotel, and he's here with details about a sparkling 4th of July event, and it's not about the fireworks, so stay with us. The Art Ovation Hotel is hosting a 4th of July experience as only they can on their Perspective rooftop bar. There will be music, great food, and of course those unforgettable fireworks. But they've added a sparkling twist. Nick Perdue, Beverage and Entertainment Director at the Art Ovation Hotel, is here to fill in the details.
How are you today?
I'm good. How
to
are
see
you
you.
today? You've got a lot going on.
Fabulous.
And
Oh, we
it's
do.
Not just the 4th of July.
We're racing around.
Let's tell our viewers. I mean, Art Ovation Hotel is one of the most beautiful, innovative, not just hotels that we have here in Sarasota. Tell us what's going on there besides the obvious things.
Well, I completely agree. You know, our hotel is such a hub for our locale. It's such a place for the international community. And it also serves to really be such a hub for event spaces and really fun activities, whether it be for art, music, etc., throughout Sarasota. And actually, you know, the entire Tri-County area, we're there for everybody. Our most recent events going on right now, I would say would be, you know, we've got our new restaurant Siva opening, which is so exciting. It incorporates so much from the Mediterranean in a tapas style, shared quality style meal. Obviously the cocktail list is not so bad either. The wine list also, a lot of really great Greek, and Middle Eastern wines, Middle Europe wines, and Eastern European wines. So it incorporates things that I think a lot of people aren't exactly used to, but it invites you to sort of take a journey.
Well, it's something new, and always good to experience something new. But you
Absolutely.
also have entertainment going on
Oh, yeah.
every weekend.
Every weekend, Friday, Saturday night, we do our DJ roll-up, which is basically, you know, a fantastic Studio 54 style party until 1 a.m. Every Friday, Saturday night, featuring a lot of times Joey D, who's a wonderful local DJ name, DJ Dean, and their entire roster. It gets very fun, and everybody has a really great time. We've also got Art Lab, second Tuesday of every single month. It's the biggest art show in town with all of our most treasured local artists. Who bring so much to the table. We convert the entire rooftop into a walking gallery with pillars in the middle of the pool deck, so you can kind of take a journey again through the art world of Sarasota and really Florida. I mean, we've had quite a few national artists on our last few rosters of artists, so it has been really fun and
So are
well
they
attended.
just displaying their art, or are they selling their art, or a little bit of both?
They display, they sell. We typically have Veuve Clicquot is our sponsor. Got a shout out to Veuve.
Yes.
And they're there with samples of champagne. There's usually a little bit of charcuterie or crudité for people to munch on. It's a
And this
really
is
great
every
event.
Tuesday?
Every second Tuesday
Every
of the month.
second
Art
Tuesday
Lab.
of
It's
the
a
month.
great production. We've done really well with it.
Okay. Now, in addition to that, you also have your little artist corner downstairs on the first
Of
floor, and there's
course,
always
yes.
something going on there.
And that changes almost every 2 weeks, so you always have new artists coming into the space and making it their own, and not only selling and displaying their art, but really engaging in art with the community. A lot of times we'll do things like either an art class or a process where you're watching the artist put their pieces together, and that just really connects the threads of the community and the artists that we bring in. Super fun.
Now, when you mention music, is it just Friday and Saturday nights, or do you have anything going on during the week?
So our gallery bar
Yeah.
is right located in the lobby,
Yeah.
and it is really a lot of fun as well. That's not going to be the thumping DJ experience until
Right.
1 a.m., but we have some of the most talented local musicians come through that space and perform on stage. Wednesday is Matt Ragas.
Okay.
He's got a jazz quartet that is just absolutely on fire. Thursday is Matt Frost, really great rock and roll style pianist. Friday, we've got a nice alternating group of people that come in for our Friday night specials.
All right.
And then Saturday is Emily Ross, beautiful folk singer.
So there you go. There's always something going on.
Absolutely.
So now to the 4th of July Sparkling Spectacular.
Yes, the big show.
Please, yes, tell
Yeah.
us about that.
So general admission is online right now at perspectiverooftopbar.com. You can go there and buy all of your tickets, whether it's a VIP table, whether it's our highest tier cabana with bottle service and all of that, or whether it's just general admission. You know, the big thing about 4th of July are the fun, the family, and the fireworks, right? And so we want to bring all of that into the space. And whether you want that DJ experience on our pool side, which is that very special VIP tailored experience with food and beverage and champagne and DJ dancing, or you would like to be up there, have a nice margarita, you know, with a date, and you know, watch the fireworks from what I would say is the best rooftop in town. You can do that as well. We've got a couple of tiers of VIP, so check it out online. We definitely, I think, have a great view of the fireworks, of the bay, and so it'll kind of get you away from all the crowds downstairs.
Exactly.
You know,
so you can choose what you want. You can either be on the DJ side and dancing it up, or more of a family atmosphere on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. And even so, you know, for 4th of July, you know, it's not a debaucherous holiday like for maybe New Year's Eve or something like that. So, you know, the VIP section is for families also. You know, we encourage people to bring the gaggle down and, you know, have a little dinner and watch the fireworks.
And it's all online. They can find out all of the information they need. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, of course.
And happy 4th of July.
Of course. And that, again, is perspectiverooftopbar.com.
Awesome. Thanks, Nick. We hope you enjoyed the show today, and thank you for joining us on Suncoast FYI. If you would like to promote your nonprofit or community event, we would love to hear from you, and this is a complimentary service. Please email us at fyi@snntv.com, or to view previous episodes, go to snntv.com and click on the What's On tab. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next week on Suncoast FYI.